Hello. In the previous video, we have developed one simple Hello World program, and then we compiled it and executed it on Linux machine, yeah, or any other machine, yeah, even on Windows. Um, but now we will try to go little deep in this program, try to understand few basic things, yeah. First and important thing is C is a case sensitive language. So when we say case sensitive language, uppercase and lowercase are two different things for C programming. It is very sensitive to case, and most of the things that you develop in C are lowercase. Most of the things, not everything. Yeah, you can still use uppercase in some cases, but most of the things, remember, will be in lowercase. First thing, yeah. And second thing, C is a kind of broken language. It is pretty old language, yeah, and it makes mistakes sometime. But as a developer, we should be very careful about few things, yeah. Now, initially, as a new programmer, I mean, if you have never worked in any other programming language before, yeah, it is possible or quite often possible that you make mistakes, yeah. Let's do what kind of mistakes generally a new or a beginner person does, yeah, and how to fix them, yeah. Let's see, this is our program first of all. And remember one important thing, the first line here we said include stdio.h. So stdio stands for standard input output, yeah. So this is, you can imagine, this is something like a ready-made library available to help us to perform certain input output operation, like printing some message to end user or reading some data from end user. If you wanted to do that, there is a library available. Library in the sense, somebody has already developed some code which I'm going to use it for my purpose. So to use that, normally all the library files in C comes with .h. Remember, C program, our source code will always have .c extension. C programs will have .c extension. That's why if you see here, let me, what happened? Yeah. So normally these hello.c file is going to be like .c extension, right? Whereas our library functions will be .h, remember, and that is what we are going to actually use it now. So to use it, I have to say hash is a symbol, hash include, yeah, hash include a small space, one space, and then stdio.h. So this way I'm saying that I wanted to include this particular file so that I can use input output operation in my program, yeah. Next, every C program will have one main function. This is the entry point, yeah. um, uh, every C program has to start executing from somewhere, so main is the function from where the execution starts, yeah. For some time, okay, till you get little more comfortable with C program, okay, you should remember this all the stuff like hash include stdio.h. Main is the function which is the entry point. That's why we write main open and close brackets, yeah. And this is all uppercase, okay. Some people will start writing like this, main with M capital, yeah. So C is very case sensitive language. Remember, unless and until I explicitly indicate where is the capital letter used, okay, everything is lowercase, so it is may, yeah. And then main return something called int. What is int, etc., we will discuss late, slightly in a later videos. But then for now, just imagine this is how your main function will look like. Int main open and close brackets, yeah, and then curly brace, starting brace and closure brace, yeah. So this means this is the main function, yeah. And normally when you start acquainted with C programming or any other programming languages, you'll start talking about this is a function, this is a main function, yeah. Now inside the main function, okay, we have used something called printf. Printf is a function which will print something on the outcome or on the output, yeah. Like what we are trying to print here, we are trying to print hello world, right? And there is a slash n, this is called new line. So if I don't do this or if I don't have it, then what happens is after printing hello world, the basically our shell command prompt will start immediately. I will show you the difference. Yeah. Then after that we have this semicolon. Yeah. Like in English, we end every sentence with a full stop, right? Same way here in C programming language, every statement, C statement is going to end with semicolon. Yeah. And after that we have something called return zero. This is zero and a semicolon. Yeah. So this is the main function, and most of the time, or almost all your C program will have some structure like this. And of course, after inside the main, you will have, based upon whatever the program you are writing, different things here. And you may also have after the main here some other stuffs defined, some other functions defined. Yeah. For now, let's imagine this is how a normal structure of the program will look like. Yeah. Now let's try to compile this. Yeah. Why? Let me close this and open a terminal. Okay. Print working directory. I am in Home Guru. All my programs are in programming C programs. So here my hello.c file is there. Now I have to simply say make hello. Okay. Either this way, if you are not comfortable with make, you can simply say um, hello.c. Yeah. And if you really wanted to avoid a.out as your output file name, hyphen o, and then you can give whatever the file name that you want. So your compiled output, the executable version of your program will become or will be called with this name, hello. Yeah. So compiled it. Now you're going to run this hello world. Okay. Now let's start introducing some errors. Yeah. Suppose what happens if I don't have this semicolon. So I will remove the semicolon. Now I'll try to compile. Yeah. And you can see here it is clearly saying hello.c in function main, that is our function main. Yeah. Error at line number 4, character 26. Line number 4, we are at line number 4 here. Here is the error at 26th character position. And it is clearly saying expected semicolon before return. I mean, it was expecting a semicolon before the return statement start. And it is even showing you where it is expecting. Yeah. So whenever you encounter error, please give due attention to what it is saying. It will clearly tell you in which file, in which function, in which line it is encountering an error. Okay. That side, most of the common errors are very clear to understand, but sometimes as we go little complex program, the compilation error messages may be slightly misleading. Okay, that time you have to use our experience to figure out. But right now, for most of your initial cases, it should be good to go. Okay. Now let's fix this and save it. Okay. And every change in the source file, you have to recompile it. Yeah. You have to recompile. Now everything is going good. Compilation is happening. Yeah. Now I will make another mistake. For example, I will say capital M. Okay. Now I will save this. Now I will try to compile. Okay. Now it is clearly saying undefined reference to main. Yeah. And what exactly it is expecting is a main function, and it couldn't find main function. So it is saying undefined reference. I'm searching for main. Where is main? I don't find main. Yeah. So that's why this is what it is searching. This is what we are given. This is because basically C is a case sensitive language. It finds the difference. It doesn't understand your word starting with M capital. Yeah. So that's why you need to be very careful. So you have to fix this. And if you fix it, save it, now it gets compiled. Yeah. Now let's say, suppose if I make a mistake here, for example, here, I removed the semicolon. Now you should get the compilation error clearly saying line number 5 at 11th position, it was expecting this. Yeah. Now I will give that. Now suppose if I did not give this. Yeah. It is clearly saying expected declaration or statement at the end of input. So it was expecting something at the end. Or since we are not given an end, we are not indicating this is the end. By closing bracket, we are actually indicating it is end, over, done. Yeah. Whereas if I am not given, it was expecting something more, right? So it is not there. So now I have to give this. Yeah. Suppose if I make a mistake here, for example. Yeah. Now see, it says stdi dot no such file or directory. It is trying to figure out, it is trying to include this library stdio dot. Okay, it's not there. Okay, since it's not there, it's saying no such file or directory. I don't know what you are trying to include. Yeah, so that's why it is very, very important that whenever you compile your program, if there are errors, try to see the error. Don't panic, try to see the error, and it should, most of the time, for the initial few programs, it should tell you very clearly where is the mistake. You go and fix that mistake. That's it. Yeah. So this is how you're going to actually start practicing C programs.